back to my channel. I am really missing fall right now. I don't know where you live. Let me know where in the country you live and what your falls are like, because I tell you what, I am craving a Midwestern fall this year. I was lived in Ohio the first 32 years of my life, and then we moved to southern Oklahoma. And there's no fall here. Today was the coolest day we've had since summer started, and it was 80 degrees. The leaves are all still green. They're starting to fall, and the ones that are on the ground are brown, but there's no color. Some years we have a little bit of color. This year I'm thinking we may not have any color, and I just miss the leaves and the cool weather and the sweatshirts and the bonfires and all that fun stuff that goes along with fall. 90-degree days don't exactly feel fallish to me. But anyway, so I'm going to do a fall pour, and I don't know if you've been following along with my channel, but if you have, you've seen that I've been doing some different types of pours. But I really wanted some cells and kind of a traditional acrylic pour for this one. So I've mixed all of my colors. Like I said, I haven't bought any Floetrol, so I still used pouring medium. Is that showing up in camera? Yeah. And but I added water to it, like I would, like a typical pour. And then I added silicone to all of the colors, so it's more like a typical pour. Now, I haven't ever done a pour with just pouring medium, so this will be interesting. I hope I have my consistency right. One of them seems a bit thin, so we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. But so basically I have crimson red. What is this one? This is hooker green, orange yellow, cochineal red. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce that. And Indian yellow. This is gorgeous. I'm not a big yellow fan, but my goodness, that's so pretty. So these are my kind of fall leaves with this deep kind of piney green. So, you have the pine trees that stay nice and green. So I think I'm going to do a swipe. That's my plan. And I have a canvas here that, let me adjust my video real quick. All right, that's a little better. So anyway, I'm going to pour over this canvas. It's not one of my favorites. So got that all ready to go. And I'm going to swipe with my new favorite swiping tool, which is, let's see if I have any use. These little, I had a bunch of these left sitting here, and I had some that I had already used, so it wasn't like a big deal. I guess I'm going to have to use some that I haven't used, but that's okay. I still have plenty of sheets to last me through this Christmas. I'm not going to worry about it too much. So that's probably what I'm going to swipe with, unless in the process of pouring this I change my mind. Okay, so I'm going to do green at the bottom, and I'm wondering if I should go this way. I was going to go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. But I'm thinking, I was going to do a ribbon swipe, but I think I'm just going to do a traditional swipe. I really like ribbon swipes, but no, I'm just going to stick with a traditional swipe. I'm going to start with my green just because I know exactly where I want it, and I want it to be at the bottom, kind of like grass, I guess, rather than trees. Although I might add just a little bit up here, because you do, when the leaves are changing, you still do have, let's add just a little bit up here. Just a little bit. You still do have some green, usually. And I said the pine trees. I love fall colors. Let's separate these reds. This is the red that looks a little thin to me. I did my custard test, and it's pretty runny. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It may just disappear since it's so runny. It may just end up at the bottom. These are not colors I normally work with, but oh my goodness, like I said, I am craving fall. and pumpkin everything. I know some of you probably have started in on the pumpkin thing. I haven't because it's been 90 degrees. Who wants to eat pumpkin spice when it's 90 degrees? I think 3 days ago it was in the hundreds. It's like 102 or something, 101. Like crazy stuff. So let me know what fall is like where you are, typically, or this year, or whatever, what you're doing. I have a friend from originally from Idaho, and it's snowing there, or they had flurries anyway. And then I have a friend who's from around here. She made me some elderberry syrup for fall and winter, which was very sweet of her. And I thought, I'm not there yet. I'm just not. I'm trying to remember to get the edges, because with swipes, you're not tilting, and the edges can be easy to miss, and then there's more touching up. This yellow is so pretty. I'm going to have to use it in some other pours because it's just so pretty. Okay, so I'm just putting everything willy-nilly because I really don't want a swipe line, or, you know, sometimes you want like gradation of certain colors. But since I'm going with fall leaves, I really just want all the colors to kind of be mishmash everywhere, because that's how it would be if you were looking at some trees. I know some of you are going to be from like New England, and you're going to like put my Midwest falls to shame, but that's okay. Or from the mountains somewhere where, yeah, I'm from the part of Ohio where it's like flat. My husband jokes that the biggest hill is an overpass, and that's pretty much accurate. It's very flat, full of cornfields, but that's home. That's home to me. So, okay, I think that's plenty of paint, and we'll see what kind of action we get cell-wise. Hopefully I have not lost my touch doing some other things. That's the hardest thing for me now. Let me know if you go back and forth between several different techniques or whatever. I sometimes do a thick pour that's mixed with paint and water, just paint and water, when I don't want cells, like with swirls. And lately I've been doing just straight pouring medium pours for layered technique, so I can have like a painting with, you know, 5 different layers or whatever. And I think I've had to sometimes go back. I'm just taking stickers off as I'm talking. I've had to go back and kind of watch my own consistency video to see how to mix paint sometimes. It's like, that's like the first thing for me that kind of goes when I'm switching between techniques, is the feel of the paint. Now, everything does have 2 drops of silicone in it. So unless my there we go. I was gonna say, unless my consistency is way off, we should get some cells popping up here and there. I really like these for swiping because they're not heavy. They just kind of float over the paint in a really nice way. I'm gonna use another one that, you know, like I like damp paper towels and like loaded paper towel swipes, but you do have, it is a little bit heavier, so it sits heavier on the canvas, which in some ways is nice because you can see as it floated, it didn't drag the paint as much. So we're probably gonna get maybe less cells, I don't know, than we would if maybe a wet paper towel. It would be a good comparison. I might do a side-by-side. If anybody wants to see a side-by-side of that, let me know, and I will definitely plan on that. Filming it anyway. I'll probably do it either way, but I'll make sure to do it on camera. Okay, I'm going to try and wipe this off and see if I can't just do, because I don't mind if a little green gets in there. Let's go this way right here, just to... And I will torch as well. Some really interesting cells popping up. Usually I get more medium to small cells when I haven't tilted. Now that part left it a little bit bare, but I think I didn't have enough paint. This is really interesting. Okay, I mean, one more. Well, let's do this real quick. Let's drag over here. It's really cool. Okay, I'll finish the edges in a bit. I'm gonna torch and see. Okay, I got a few to pop up, not a ton. I am gonna tilt a little bit because I'm gonna add a little bit of green, I think, to this, just barely. And then I'm gonna tilt this way because I would like a little bit more green. My green kind of disappeared. Not totally, but I would like a little bit more. So I'm gonna tilt this way. See if maybe as that stretches, some more green shows up. Yeah, that's good. Not crazy amount, but enough that it kind of has that forest floor. So I guess that's it. Now I might add some embellishments to that. I don't know, to make it look more fall-y. Like some, I paint maybe some tree trunks or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's do some close-ups. Okay, I'm trying to do some close-ups. This is the second time. My phone is having a hard time with these colors for some reason, and it's just not sure how to pick up these bright colors. So it did some funky things. Let's try this again. See, it's like flashing back and forth. It's like, what do I do with these bright colors? But that's really interesting right there, isn't it? It's really cool. So we have some green down here. Oh, look, it looks like an Easter Island. Oh, I just put my finger in there. It looks like an Easter Island head, doesn't it? You know those Easter Island heads? Ah. If you've seen Night at the Museum, that would be, hey, dum-dum, you better run, run. You're Comatilla the Hun-Hun. And if you haven't seen it, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So, there we go. What do you think? Let me know what your ideas are on embellishment, as I'm thinking about maybe some tree trunks or something like that. And that would be the bottom and up there towards the sky. So I don't know. I like it. It reminds me of fall, which is what I wanted. Although now I can't unsee the Easter Head Island dude. Share with me in the comment section all the weird things that have shown up on your pours, because that's kind of a fun thing. And we will see you next time, guys. Happy pouring.